Greetings YouTube, and welcome to my next knife video, specifically an OLFA craft knife. Now let's look at the packaging first. And this is an 18mm 3/4 inch craft knife. It says contractor tough heavy duty. Includes 5 blades. And each one blade breaks down into 8 little sharp points. Of course, the entire edge is sharp as well. And I think I paid $13 or $14 for this at Lowe's, I think it was. And I was really surprised because there was a time when finding OLFA tools, craft knives and stuff was not easy to do in the US. They were not commonly available. This is the L7-AL/LBB-5B. Well, they're very proud of this fact because they make it very clear right there on the packaging. And this was available. This line had a 1 inch, a 3/4, I think a 1/2 inch, and then they may have had a pen style one as well that you could like stick into your pocket. And I picked this one up because it seemed to be about the right size. And interestingly, I had actually been in the market for one of these simply because I don't think I'd ever done a review of them. So I'm like, I think I should do a review, and then I stumbled upon this, and OLFA is an awesome brand, so I'm like, yes, I will do this. So here we go with the tool itself. The yellow section is hard plastic, whereas the black section is rubberized, so it affords you a very solid grip, and it has the X right there, which I think is some nice marketing. It says contractor tough. I don't know how contractor tough this is. I've never used this as a contractor. So if anyone out there who is a contractor, do you prefer this kind of a knife over the standard, utility knives that have the classic, 2-pointed ends but are much beefier? Because those things are darn near ubiquitous. You can find utility knife blades at dollar stores. These are going to be less common. So the fact that this one comes with 5 extra blades is awesome, and you can buy them so long as, your store continues to carry that brand. But are they as ubiquitous as, standard utility knives? I'm not sure. But it's still a cool idea because all you need to do is snap this section off, and then you've got a new point. Obviously, the whole edge can be used. But the great advantage of this is you crank it out just a bit, and this meshes nicely with that angle, which I think is a nice touch. And now you have a nice point available for cutting paper, cardboard, mat board, things like that. It's very comfortable in the hand. And I guess if you want to do a reverse grip for some strange reason, you could. And this is a tool-free changing device. So you pull it all the way out, and you pop it off, and you change the blade, and then you push it back, click, and there you go. And it's nice positive clicking, which was very reassuring. Obviously, this is not, well, as they say, contractor tough. You have to be careful because there's nothing preventing you from pushing on this in a way that might advance the blade in a manner that you don't want to. So I've used this kind of knife before, and I've never had that happen. But then again, I'm not using it every single day on a job lot and on a job site. So I'm not sure. Is that an issue? Anybody out there who's ever used this type of knife, have you had a problem with the knives either advancing or retracting when you were using them? Also, this particular design is really fun to play with because it's got this, it's almost like a fidget spinner, a fidget toy. I kind of like it. Then again, I play with knives as a hobby. When I'm at my computer, I'm often playing with knives just because I can. But yes, I like OLFA knives. They are good quality. This has a nice solid feel to it. 3/4 inch is a size I think that would be useful for a lot of people. It's going to be bigger and beefier than some of the lighter stuff you find, and not quite as cumbersome as the 1 inch, because I felt the 1 inch was kind of wide for my hand, and I think I was a good call because this is very, very comfortable for me. I think the 1 inch would be too big for me, but if you have bigger, beefier hands, maybe you would prefer the 1 inch. I'm not really sure. But OLFA brand is solid. You're going to have a really hard time going wrong with an OLFA tool. So yeah, I love these things. I really do. And I'm glad it's in my collection. And I'm glad I can introduce it here on my channel to folks in case you didn't know that they were available in big box stores now in the U.S. So go check it out. I believe it was Lowe's. I could be wrong. Could have been Home Depot. I go to both of them regularly. But they're useful. They're fun. And one important thing I'd like to point out before I go any further is if you're going to hand a knife like this to somebody, don't hand it face first with the blade out. And as you hand it to someone face first, don't extend the knife blade at them. No, no. Somebody asks you to hand them a knife, hand in the knife like this. That's the safe way. Knife blade retracted, handle first. I bring this up because I've had people twice in recent history shove one of these at me when I asked them to hand me a knife at work. I was a little annoyed. I know knife etiquette. Apparently, my coworkers don't. Alrighty, so check it out. OLFA is a nice brand. I like them. This comes with 5 extra blades, and for like, I think it was, like I said, it was like 13 bucks, I think. You're gonna have a hard time going wrong.